What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another freelance writing video. Today I'm going to tell you all about why freelance blogging is my favorite freelance writing niche. So just a little background on my kind of niche journey before I get into that. I started out writing IT and technology content, so I was writing white papers, case studies, blog posts, website content, all kinds of different things for IT and technology companies. After doing that for a little while, I just kind of realized I don't really like doing most of those things, and I found out that what I enjoyed the most and what I was best at was blog post writing. So if you've been thinking about choosing blog post writing as your freelance writing niche, but you want to learn a little bit more about it first, keep watching because I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons why blog post writing is my favorite niche. But before I do that, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the content in this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want more advice on freelance writing and creative entrepreneurship. Let's get started. So the first reason I love freelance blogging is it gives you a consistent source of income. Most of the time when clients want blog posts, they're not just looking for one blog post and then moving on. They might want 4 blog posts a month or 2 blog posts a week. Some kind of set frequency to where you can feel confident knowing you're going to have a set amount of work every month. So it really just gives you that added little sense of financial security, which is really helpful when you're self-employed. Reason number 2, you get to write in a conversational tone. So this is kind of one of those reasons that's just based on my personal writing preferences. I really do not enjoy writing highly technical content. I really like writing in a more casual and fun and conversational way, and blog post writing allows me to do that. You don't even really have to follow a lot of the traditional rules you learned in English class. Yes, things like spelling and grammar are still important, but you can break certain rules as long as you understand those rules first. So for example, in English class, you probably learned that you should not write a 1-sentence paragraph, but you can totally break that rule and write a 1-sentence paragraph when you're writing blog posts, because it helps with readability, which makes your blog posts more marketable and more likely to be read. Reason number 3, most of the time you get to work with your clients long term. One of the toughest things about being self-employed, especially as a freelancer, is feeling like you always have to be marketing yourself. You always have to be pitching. You always have to be putting yourself out there. Otherwise, the work is going to dry up. Well, of course, just because you specialize in blog post writing doesn't mean you should stop marketing yourself, but it does mean, again, that you can have a little bit more financial security when you're working with clients long term. Plus, it's just kind of nice working with clients long term because you get to know their preferences and what kind of writing they're looking for. Every new project you do, you don't have to spend tons of time figuring out that client's writing tone and looking over their style guide. You'll learn those things and it'll just come naturally after a while, which can really help you speed up your blog post writing. And when you speed up your writing, you have more time to do other things, whether that's do extra work and make more money, or just take a nap, or go on a vacation, or take a little break during the day. Reason number 4, you usually don't have to deal with a lot of meetings and phone calls. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it. I really don't like long meetings. Who does? And I am not a huge fan of talking on the phone. I worked at a call center in technical support for years, so for me, I kind of associate talking on the phone with getting screamed at and getting cussed out, all that good stuff that happens to you when you work at a call center. I love that with blog post writing, you typically don't need tons of meetings and phone calls. I've worked with lots of clients where I actually never even spoke to them, not even once. All of our communication was handled via email, and that works perfectly for me. It helps me stay productive, and it gives me one less thing to worry about and one less thing that I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time preparing for. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll happily hop on the phone with a client if it's absolutely necessary, and you should too. Reason number 5, I love blog post writing as a niche. Blog posts usually aren't these big, scary, daunting projects that take weeks and weeks to complete. For me, when I write blog posts, the in-depth long-form ones might take a few days, but for the most part, I can get my blog posts done in 1 to 2 days. And that includes optimizing for SEO, editing, formatting, all those little things that I need to do to make sure the blog post is going to get results for the client. Then I get to move on to the next project, which works great for my short attention span when it comes to writing projects. So if you're like me and you enjoy shorter writing projects where you get to work independently a lot, you want a little bit more financial security than you would have with maybe some one-off projects, you like writing conversationally and working with the same clients long term, think about trying blog post writing as your freelance writing niche. Now, of course, if you choose that, you're probably going to want to niche down further by industry or target clientele. So maybe you write blog posts about IT and technology content, or maybe you write blog posts for software startups. Niche down a little bit further than just blog post writing so you really stand out as that expert writer that your target clients are going to want to hire and pay really well. If you want to try blog post writing but you aren't quite confident in your skills as far as how to write a marketable blog post, I have a free course for you in the description box below. It's going to teach you SEO optimization, how to write a good headline, how to come up with tons of good topics, all that good stuff that's really going to help you write blog posts that get results. So go ahead and enroll in that if you want to learn how to write better blog posts. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos about freelance writing, blogging, creative entrepreneurship, be sure to subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.